on e4, on c6, on d4, on d5 transposed into chesstopenings defense exchange variation, on takes d5, on takes d5, bishop d3, knight c6, threatening knight takes d4, on c3 played by wei, on e6, knight f3, bishop d6, king castled kingside, knight g e7, rook e1, king castled kingside, knight g5, threatening bishop takes h7 check, knight f5 played by Gukesh d, queen h5, threatening queen takes h7 mate, on h6 played by Gukesh d. Gukesh d intends to play on g6, knight takes f7, king takes f7, queen h3, queen f6, bishop takes f5, on takes f5, knight d2, on f4, knight f3, and increase their advantage significantly. Knight f3 played by wei. Wei's idea is to play on g4, knight fe7, bishop takes h6 and seize the initiative, on g6 played by Gukesh d, threatening pawn takes h5, queen h3 played by wei. Wei is aiming to play on g4, knight takes d4, on takes d4 and seize the initiative, on h5 played by Gukesh d, knight e5 it is novelty move, bishop takes e5, on takes e5, on f6, bishop takes f5, on takes f5, queen g3, threatening queen takes g6 check, king h7 played by Gukesh d, threatening pawn takes e5, on takes f6 played by wei, queen takes f6, bishop g5, threatening bishop takes f6, on f4 played by Gukesh d. Gukesh d is planning to play on takes g3, bishop takes f6, on takes f2 check, king takes f2, rook takes f6 check, and gain a significant edge. Queen h4 played by wei. Threatening bishop takes f6. Queen f5 played by Gukesh d. Knight d2. Queen g4. Knight f3. Queen takes h4. Knight takes h4. Bishop d7. Rook a d1. Threatening rook takes d5. Rook a8 played by Gukesh d. Rook takes e8. Rook takes e8. On h3. Threatening rook takes d5. Rook e2 played by Gukesh d. Rook takes d5. Bishop e8. On b4. On a6. Bishop takes f4. Rook takes a2. Knight f3. King g8. Knight d2. Rook a1 check. King h2. Rook d1. Bishop e3. King f7. Rook d6. Wei wants to play Knight c4. Rook takes d6. Knight takes d6 check. King e7. Knight takes b7 and secure a stronghold in the game. King e7 played by Gukesh D. Threatening king takes d6. Rook d5 played by Wei. King e6. Threatening king takes d5. Rook g5 played by Wei. Knight e7. Knight b3. Knight f5. Knight d4 check. Knight takes d4. Bishop takes d4. King f7. Rook d5. Rook e1. Bishop e3. Bishop c6. Threatening bishop takes d5. Rook d6 played by Wei. Rook e2. King g3. Rook e1. Rook d8. Rook e2. Rook h8. Rook e1. Rook h7 check. King e6. Rook g7. Threatening rook takes g6 check. King f5 played by Gukesh D. Bishop d4. Wei is aiming to play. Rook f7 check. King e6. Rook f6 check. King d5. Rook takes g6 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Rook e6 played by Gukesh D. On f3. Wei considers playing. Rook f7 check. King g5. On h4 check. King h6. Bishop f6. On g5. On takes g5 check and gain a significant edge. Rook d6 played by Gukesh D. Rook e7. On g5. On h4. On takes h4 check. King takes h4. Rook g6. Rook e5 check. King f4. Rook e2. Wei is aiming to play. Rook e7. King f5. On g3. Rook h6. Rook e5 check. King g6. On f4 and establish a winning position. Rook g8 played by Gukesh D. Rook e6. Threatening rook f6 mate. Bishop d7 played by Gukesh D. Rook f6 check. Bishop f5. On g3 check 8 of loss for Gukesh D, who resigned under pressure.